So as you enter, on your left is this area. On your left, it's a massive area. Then towards Alan is where the mosaic is going to be. And there's also quite a lot of area to cover with soil. That's the lodge, and then on the right hand side we have the laurel, and then some possible beds planted or something. And then on the left hand side, not really much there. Hiya. Yeah, do you want it? Okay, we are at the Wild Lodge and we have Jo Knowles here with us. This is our first day starting to collect resources and look at things, and we will come back later on and show you what we've done. At the moment it's looking like this. We are observing and looking to what's happening here already in this garden and see how we can use all the resources that are here to make it into a forest garden. Back shortly. So we have been pruning and it's looking now really nice. We're starting to put some lovely compost, and I think all the trees and what is here is going to be much better. So we're just doing a bit at a time. So the aim today is to fill all these beds with some compost and prune as much as we can. So yeah, and the sun is shining for us. So really nice. So we're in the forest garden today and we've just done a little bit of pruning. So we've been going across the back, we've rediscovered the wire fence, and we've made an area all the way along this line that we're thinking of adding fruit such as currants and raspberries and things like that. So we have a little fruit walk as we go around. We've done some mulching. So it's all looking beautifully mulched with leaf mould. We've done some pruning, taking all the dead bits off the honeysuckle, the fuchsia, this fuchsia. And then we've also tried to improve the shape of the laurel bushes. So trying to make them a little bit more like a sculpture that you can see through and have a look at the beautiful dry stone wall. We've also been looking around on the site for other materials that we can use, and we found some really beautiful stones which we're just having a little play with and see where we can find a place for them in the garden. So we've done a lot of pruning along there. We've still got more to do on these bushes here that are looking a strange shape. And we've just been looking and learning at some of the more unusual plants. So this one, well, we're not quite sure what this one is, so we're going to go home and do a bit of plant ID. But overall, the whole garden is looking an awful lot sunnier and prettier than it was this morning, especially with the mulch. So we'll just go forward and we'll have a little look from the doorway. And from the entrance now, as you come in, you can start to see the shape of the beds better.
it's all looking a bit more attractive. So little by little we'll improve it each week, and soon it'll be a much more beautiful forest garden.
So here we are at the White Lodge Forest Garden. Jo is adding some beautiful compost to this bed, and I'm just going to walk around to show you what we've done today. So today we just continue to clear the beds and to mulch as much as possible, also to prune the laurels. So I'm taking you there, so pruning the laurels so there is more light and space. So we worked on this bed today. There is a little bit more work on the laurels to do, but the mulching has started. So we got that, and on the other side we have the laurels. On Thursday we are going to come back and continue with this bed, mulching this bed where Jo is. So that's what we are planning. So it's looking already quite lovely, and where all the bags are, that's where the mosaic is going to be. So a few more things to do, but absolutely worthwhile doing that. I'm going to go from
Road and White Eagle Lodge, and we're just showing what we've done today. The sun's just come out and it's looking really beautiful. So mainly what we've done today is been doing a lot more mulching, so bringing a lot more soil from round the back and mulching all the beds with it. We've done our first bit of plant moving today. We had a little rose that was in the way of our dead hedge we're building, so we've just moved him there into the main flower bed. And then what we've been doing is mainly just adding tons and tons of mulch to these beds. So this is the bed that we've done today, and you can see there's lots more dark earth on there blending in with the perennial planting, which will help to bring the plants on. You can see in detail a lot of these little tiny bulbs that are coming up that we're not quite sure what they are yet, so we're leaving them and mulching around them, and as we get to know the garden better we'll work out what all the plants are. So this part in the middle now is looking really good, with all the plants up against the dark earth and humus and the sun on them. And then we've also been picking out the shape of the paths a little more, so you can see the nice curvature of the beds and the paths down there. We've got some beautiful things growing in this little patch, lots of different little plants. And then if we walk down here, we've also started making our dead hedge. So this technique is where you just hammer in stakes of wood, and then you collect lots of branches and logs and dead wood and put them in between. And the idea is it's a really good habitat for animals, and it's a good way of reusing all the branches and dead wood that we've got around here. And it's just making the boundary a little bit more attractive than just wire and metal. So I'll just walk along the dead hedge and show you all the way along it. So it's just going along there, and we just started with the really, really heavy, thick logs at the bottom as a bit of a foundation next to our hammered stakes, and then you create gaps with the bigger, bendier branches, and then we can just fill in the gaps in between, as Tanya's demonstrating here. So that's what we did today at the Rawdon Garden.